Samantha James. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we have a pick a card for you, and it's going to be all about career and abundance. And I am going to really kind of get into what might be blocking your abundance, why you're not creating more wealth for yourself. I think it's really interesting, like the messages that Spirit has and that will come through for this sort of reading. So we're going to pull whatever comes out. Meaning if you are like remote in your career and you stay at home, you work for yourself, we'll see what comes out with that. If you're like in between jobs, career readings for me, for some reason, are a little complicated because I never know like what direction to take them in, since like there's so many people watching and then I have like 3 piles or something. So the focus of this reading is more so about your abundance and how we can remove any possible blockages so that you guys can truly manifest the career, the dream job, the transitional, going into your own business, or just generating more capital, more money in general. So we're going to see how we do that in this reading. I am featuring my abundance candle. We are working on the labels. This is not the finished product. This is literally like a prototype is what you would call it. But we have yellow aventurine here, soy wax, cinnamon scent, and I chose this gold, gorgeous blinking glass vessel because I really wanted that well to be tied to success. And I feel like gold and the Midas touch. And I want it to be like everything you touch turns to gold. So I'm gonna light one up here for you guys, but it smells so good, so warm. Cinnamon is also a really great, what would you call it? An herb, a spice for manifesting more prosperity and abundance into your life. Anyway, you guys, so we have 3 piles to start. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. If you're new to pick a cards, what you're gonna do is pause the video and figure out whichever pile or crystal. Oh, never mind, there's no crystal here. Actually, I'm in between moving into a new house right now. So I know some of you really love the crystals, but I have like stuff half stored away. So I apologize for that. But maybe pause the video and meditate on it and ask Spirit which pile is meant for you. But what you're gonna do is pause that video and figure out whichever pile you're drawn to the most. Go down below in the description box, find your timestamp, and I'll see you all at your reading. Hello, pile number 1, welcome. I know that it was probably a little difficult to choose a pile because there are no crystals to refer to, but I am glad you found this one and you are here. Hello, hi, how are you? I hope you are doing well. Today we're gonna be talking about career/abundance and kind of pull up and see what possible blockages might be in the way of you generating more wealth. And I am lighting the abundance candle. This is for you guys. This is for the collective, hoping more abundance and prosperity comes towards you this 2022. This is our abundance candle. You can find this on my website, which is linked down below. We have yellow aventurine, soy wax, and cinnamon scent. It smells really good, really warm and toasty. And if you missed the intro, I was talking about the reason I chose the gold vessel is it was sort of after like the Midas touch, like everything you touch turns to gold. I really wanted that well to be tied to success. So I have pre-shuffled some of your oracle. We still have some more to pull, and we have yet to pull your tarot. So let's get into it. Group number 1. We have visualize abundance in all forms, right action, appetite. I feel like that might be pronounced a little differently, but I literally was like appetite. Moonstone, sensitivity, prosperity, face your financial fears, and purity. This is gorgeous. All right, we're all in frame. Let me adjust the lighting a little. Okay, so I really love these cards because this talks about possible crystals that you could work with. Moonstone is a gorgeous crystal. I'm actually thinking about putting it in one of my candles, which has not come out yet. It's a part of an exclusive drop, but I've been thinking about like which crystal I want to assign to this very specific candle. Moonstone is one of them. And then we have appetite here. So what is coming through? Okay. So I feel like you guys are definitely like in an energy right now that is very transitional as far as your abundance goes. It's not that you don't have abundance, and it's not that you don't have the ability to manifest more abundance and prosperity into your life. Again, abundance is sort of like a verb. It's not necessarily like abundance equals money, but we want more of something, whether that's love, career opportunities, good vibes, etc., etc. But for this specific reading, I'm really focused on finances here and your career opportunities. So I feel like you guys are either in transition of a job that you're currently working, or you're looking for a job, or you are working a job, haven't quite started looking for a different one, but you're trying to visualize something better for yourself. Now, what I just said could be completely unrelated to still the energy that you're in. So if you're like, I'm fine with my job, whatever, it's not what I'm concerned about, then I feel like what's happening is you're in a transitional state in your finances where maybe you're like coming into 2022 and you got bills to pay and rents due and and all these things. And you're like, holy shit, how am I going to pay for all these things? And, you know, I can pay for them or I can get by, but I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Or, you know, I would like this year to be different. I would like to have, like I said, an abundance. I'd like to have more options and more wealth in my life. So what's going on here? And for some of you, whether this is a career transition, a financial sort of stagnation, there's a bit of sensitivity that comes with the territory because it's stressful. I think anything involving your career and anything involving your finances is fucking stressful. You know, especially in this community, we are spiritual people and spiritual beings, and we'd love to disattach ourselves to these like very three-dimensional first world problems here. But at the end of the day, you know, it takes money to live, and you can be as spiritual as you want, but you cannot get by without paying bills and all these things. So there is an element in which like finances and career rules us. So I feel like with you guys, you know, I'm definitely gonna have to pull tarot before I like continue to like figure out what's going on here, obviously. But I feel like just initially from the oracle I'm seeing in front of me, you guys are like in a state right now where you're very sensitive. Maybe the sensitivity is not coming in the form of like being over emotional or like things like that, but maybe it is for some of you, but it's like coming in the form of heightened intuition. Like you're getting a lot of downloads, a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities, a lot of repeating numbers. Jaxson, hey, none of that. You're seeing a lot of synchronistic numbers, a lot of repeating numbers. For some of you, it's 888, which is a beautiful number representing wealth and prosperity coming into your life. But I feel like you guys are like on the verge or on the precipice of figuring out what exactly is happening, but none of it has like truly happened yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that transitional period. Like I said, whether it's transitional between jobs, transitional in your finances, whatever it is, I feel like you guys are not there yet. Like you haven't seen the full manifestation materialize into your life. And for that, excuse me, you're just gonna be loud and annoying? What is this? Sorry, my dog is like, he's barking and now he's scratching himself. Excuse me, you're being really annoying and disruptive right now. And you have dad's sock? Where'd you get the sock, huh? Can you stop? If you guys don't know, my dog's name is Jaxson. He is all up on my Instagram. He is just a puppy, a baby, but he is becoming a brat. Now that I'm like 8 months pregnant, we're like, the dad and I are like, this is kind of a problem. What are we gonna do with like a newborn and this little baby child? Okay, sorry for the interruption. So yeah, I just feel like the message here is that there's a couple things that these intuitive hints, these downloads you're receiving are telling you to do. There's a message that's coming through for you, and that's why you're seeing these kind of synchronicities and these signs. And the message might be to face your financial fears. And there's more than one message here, but I feel like face your financial fears is coming up strong. So when you're honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you have, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. So I'm pulling your tarot. We have 2 of Cups to start. I literally just got in my head the song, "This is the Start of Something New," like that High School Musical song with Vanessa Hudgens and that other guy, Troy, Zac Efron. Like, this is the start of something new. I just totally got that in my head. So I saw like a meme and it was like, one can argue that this is a New Year's movie. Okay, so look at that. We have 2 of Cups. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Very interesting. Also, I love this deck. I don't use it that often, but it's so beautiful, and it's honestly so magical. There's this girl I follow on TikTok. Gosh, I don't even know her name, which sucks. And then I look it up, but I don't have TikTok on this phone in front of me. Anyway, she reviews decks. Maybe you could just like look up deck review or something and it could pop up. She reviews decks, and she reviewed this deck, and I was like in love with it. I think I want to pull more actually. So we have 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Look at this cute little fox. Speaking of, he just handed me his toy. Go get it. Okay, one more. Spirit, one more. We have the 7 of Wands. Okay. All right. So I'm getting sort of mixed messages here, and I feel like they're not mixed like your message isn't mixed, but I feel like I have a couple different scenarios coming through for different people. Like, I feel like a lot of people might be attracted to this pile, and not everyone's situation is the exact same, so bear with me. When this happens, I'm want to use my Mercury and Taurus capabilities to like hit every single bullet point. So I will get to everything that I see, but I'm definitely being thrown off. And I don't know if I'm being thrown off because this is the energy you guys are in, like you feel thrown off your game, or you feel like just so like, what is happening? Just so confused. I don't even know if it's like confused in a moon card, like moon major arcana type way, but more like confused in like a, okay, I just like, I surrender type of way, which I feel like is the right thing to do. One thing's for sure, you definitely are seeing a lot of different synchronicities, and maybe they haven't translated into something that is of value to you. So like, let's say you're seeing 888, this is an example, and you look up 888 angel number, and it represents more money and like prosperity coming to your life. And then you're like, okay, where? So you're not seeing, like, you're seeing the signs, but you're not seeing the results. And it's kind of like, you feel like you're on the verge of something, but you have absolutely no proof. So you're just kind of running on faith, you're running on intuition, you're even running on fumes. And what Spirit really wants to tell you is that, one, they're very proud of you for looking at the signs and synchronicities. There's a purity and a beauty to that because it allows you to visualize abundance in all forms. So God gave you such a great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings. And that is what you will experience. So it's like, they're kind of like cheering you on, which is why they're sending you these signs. And the signs are like beacons of hope. They're supposed to plant little little seeds of hope in your mind so that you can stay on track with that visualization, because otherwise I feel like if you weren't seeing it, you would kind of be in the state of this Two of Pentacles energy where you're just like, what the fuck is happening? You're like juggling a lot of different things. Some of you juggling different job opportunities, some of you juggling a lot of different bills and finances, and you're just like, what the fuck? And you're trying to hold it all together because like you know deep in your like soul that something good is happening, that things are turning around and changing for you, but you haven't seen the proof, you haven't seen the numbers, you know, you haven't seen the spreadsheet. So you're just like, fuck. So I'm totally getting that energy from you. But like, here's the thing, here's a cool thing. You will get it. Like, we have the Ten of Pentacles, we have prosperity here. Archangel Ariel is an archangel that's looking after you right now. So is Archangel Haniel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So another thing about intuition here, heightened intuition, which I feel like she looks just like Archangel Ariel, like same archangels here popping up, maybe, I don't know. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it's trustworthy. And then the sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. And it's all talking about how like you can trust yourself, you guys, group number one. Because if you're feeling good about something, Two of Cups, at the start of something, the start of a job, the start of a new career transition, or just the start of this new year, and you're feeling like you're going to become more abundant, more prosperous, more wealthy, you're right in how you feel. Like, you should feel that way. And some of you guys are my earth signs, my Virgo, Capricorn, Tauruses, and you need the proof, you need the practicality to back those things up. And I feel you. Even if you're like an air sign as well, I feel like you need the proof. But you're like, you know, trying not to let your like practical mind take over, because that's like the biggest flaw in manifestation. So if you're going to talk about what could possibly be blocking you guys, it would be overanalyzation, it would be overthinking, it would be control, it would be a tight grip, it would be, you know, not allowing the energy to flow freely through because you have such a competitive air to yourself. We have that Seven of Wands, we have the Page of Wands. It's like you guys are inspired and you're fascinated and like you want to manifest. But on the other hand, it's like you need the proof in the pudding, and like you have such a controlled grip on what it is you're trying to manifest. If it's abundance or career opportunities, you know, prosperity, etc., etc. It's like you wish for it and you take all the right steps, but you kind of like hold it tight and close to your chest. And that's actually one of the things that might be blocking you, because it doesn't allow for things to flow. It's just always been that way. I don't even know who was saying it, but I know that there is this guy who was sort of talking about energy and how it's like kind of works in the opposite fashion. Like, as soon as you like really, really want something, it seems to like go the other way. And it's like, as soon as like you kind of want it, but you like accept whatever fate comes with it, like you get it or you don't, that's when things start to clear up. And I really understand this like at its core, because I have seen this happen in my own life. Like, we were house hunting and house hunting. And I don't know if you guys know this, we're from California, we're from Los Angeles. I was born and raised there. So like, I know that it's not an easy thing to do, house hunting, but I felt like it should be easier in Texas than it would be in LA. And well, no, I was wrong, because Austin is booming right now. Silicon Valley is transferring everything to Austin, and Tesla and Google and Apple and blah, everyone's here. So all of the market is so fucking competitive right now. Whether it's a rental, whether it's buying, like getting a house is one of the most difficult things to do. So we were like house hunting, and it was just like, ugh. And sometimes we would come across homes that we were just like, oh my God, this is like our home. Like, this is like, we need this. And it just wouldn't fucking work. It like just didn't work. Like, we got rejected. So it was like, as soon as we were like, okay, whatever, fuck this. Whatever happens. The right home is out there for us. That's like when we got our home. So it's like releasing your grip on it, even your expectation is part of like the magic process here. So we have speak your world into being. Oh my gosh, trust the universe. So we got Aquarius, Gemini. Like I said, I knew I had my earth signs here, but I also know that I have some of my fire and my air signs, because you guys are also very practical minded and you guys think so much, and it's because you move around so much. Fire and air is constantly moving. And maybe that's why I'm being so hyper right now. And we have Aquarius as well. Open up to change. Such a beautiful deck. This is a new Moonology deck and I'm loving it. But we have 2 Aquarius, new moon in Aquarius and first quarter moon in Aquarius. Super cool. So yeah, I just feel like you guys are almost there. And the only one that you're really, you know, in competition with seems to be yourself. And although that's like the right energy to be in, because like, obviously if you're going to be in competition with anyone, it should just be yourself and nobody else. It gives off an air and even an affirmation to the universe, like, no, I got this, I'm fine, I don't need help. But you guys do need help. And with the 2 of Pentacles, it's kind of like someone who's balancing a lot, juggling a lot, and they're about to topple over. And then we have that 7 of Wands to end with. So to me, it's kind of like you can receive more help and assistance, whether that's on a 3-dimensional level from friends, families, coworkers, or if that's like on a 5-dimensional level from your spirit guides and archangels. But you have to ask for it, you guys. Group number 1, you can't just constantly like act like you have it all together and you're good when you're not, even though like I like that energy and I appreciate you. It's kind of like it's not the right move. So we have Apragraha, literally means let everything that wants to go, go. And everything that wants to come, come. And see how her arms are just like wide open to receiving, to letting go, just no attachment. That is the energy to be in. So let's pull some angel numbers. Maybe we'll see something that's been following you guys around. Angel numbers for group number 1. 23, I am adventurous with that Page of Wands, I believe it. You have a zest for life and you are eager to experience anything and everything possible. So yeah, I feel like part of the dilemma here is like, I want to do things this year. I want to travel. I want to eat good food. I want to try new places. I want to buy new things. I want to have new clothes. Like there's all of this energy here of just wanting more for yourself. And that's why we have abundance present, because it's like, yes, like abundance in all, in love and health and prosperity and wealth. So it's like, yes, Page of Wands, you're inspired. You have the right attitude, but the right process just needs to be tweaked just a little bit. So you love change and excitement and need both to feel truly alive. For you, life is an adventure to be lived to the fullest. Love that. Okay, and I didn't mean to pull these 2, but they came out. 8-8, what did I tell you? Some of you guys have been seeing 8s, which is infinity. You are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. What the fuck did I just say? You're on the cusp, you're on the precipice, you're almost there. Like I can see it, we can see the light. So you will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which bring financial and material abundance into your life. Say it with me, I am wealthy. Yes, group number 1, okay. And then we have number 13, you are a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined on track as you work steadily towards your goals. I am confident. So yeah, some of you guys like want to bring some sort of hobby or art or craft to fruition. You want to bring it to life. You want to create a business out of it. You want to do X, Y, and Z. And I think that's so beautiful for you. And I feel like you have that creative energy. You have all the creative juices kind of like working in your favor. But it's like I said, there's just a few things within your manifestation process that have to be tweaked. You, first of all, have to ask for these things because you are so capable of receiving them. And then when you receive them, you have to receive them. You know, it's like, I feel like 3 bullet points for you guys. The first is ask for it. The second is let it go, like put it out in the universe and loosen your grip on it. And the third is when you start to see that thing materialize, you accept that and receive it with open arms. Don't act like it's all good with the 2 of Pentacles, like you have it. When you don't, just receive it because you deserve it. It's here for you. My best kept secret is to write a little prayer and burn it under a candle, specifically a candle that aids in abundance and prosperity. But yes, you guys, you got this. So let's pull some self-care. And I feel like self-care is super essential for like you know, when you take care of yourself, I feel like you automatically are in a more attracting energy. So true security comes from having a reserve of time, space, energy, personal power, and love. Make deposits in all of these accounts and you'll be a wealthy person indeed. Ooh, love, personal power, energy, space, time, bank of self-care, security. Oh my God, I love this. True security comes from having a reserve of time, space, energy, personal power, and love. Make deposits in all of these accounts and you'll be a wealthy person indeed. Oh, beautiful. Like, I love that. Okay. You're number one. What? Yes. All right, you guys, I love you. I appreciate you. I really hope that resonated. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining. If you wanted to shop my abundance manifestation candles, I only have a few left. I have like 5 left. So if you guys wanted to shop them, that is linked down below. But in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, stay kind to one another, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Hello, group number 2. Welcome. All right, you guys, so we're going to be talking about your career and abundance and possibly what could be blocking you from creating more wealth in your life. And I am featuring my abundance candle. This is actually like before we started experimenting with wicks. It's a prototype. So this is not as lit as I would like it to be, but this is how it will come. It is yellow aventurine, soy wax, and cinnamon scent. It's so beautiful. And then this is also a prototype. We're experimenting with labels. It's a process, the whole thing. But I only have 5 left, you guys. So if you guys wanted to shop these, that is linked down below. But let's get into it. Group number 2. So I have pre-shuffled some of your oracle. I still have some more to pull, and then we're going to be doing some tarot, but I want to start with your oracle. So we have raise or promotion. That's a great start. We have liberation, watermelon tourmaline. I always said watermelon sugar. We have courage. We have remember who you are, dreams of abundance, and hope. Okay. So, group number 2. So a lot of you, it's like a split, you know. Some of you are literally getting a raise or promotion within your job or career. Go Glen Coco. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And it could be like even unexpected. Some of you are thinking about asking for a raise or promotion or transitioning towards some sort of new or different career opportunity so that you can increase your money and that you kind of will promote yourself by doing it. Like you're like, I can do better. I can be in a better position. Could be within the same company, could be within just the same industry or career. But I feel like for some of you, you're like on the fence about it. Like if life was a movie or like a Hallmark movie, you would storm into your boss's office and you would be like, give me a raise because I'm badass and I deserve it. But it's not a movie and life does not work that way. So I feel like you guys are on the fence about it, and it's like these cards are really saying like, remember who you are, be courageous, liberate yourself, like dreams of abundance. Like you can actually create this for yourself. And I feel like the liberation and courage and these messages coming through is not to like stampede into your boss's office and demand something, but to step up your spiritual game of manifestation and demand something from your spirit guides, your spiritual counsel, your ancestors, your archangels. Like you need to believe that you're even capable of receiving such a thing. And I even read somewhere in one of the cards, I mean, some of the best things I've ever read, some of the best advice have been like in oracle cards, like the coolest, or the books that they come with, just the coolest stuff ever. But it's like I think it's this one. It's as you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. So it's like you are being given the idea that you can do better. Like it didn't just stem from nowhere. So if you're being given that idea, bet that you can. Bet that it's not just like within you, it's not even your ego talking, it's literally like, no, you've been given that download, you've received it so that you can articulate it and create that for yourself. Because really the only person standing in the way, and this could even be a possible blockage, but I don't know yet because I haven't pulled your tarot, could be yourself. And just like your lack of hope or your lack of belief system in the fact that you are able to do things on your own by yourself. Let's say you're in a career that's very entrapping and it's kind of like, okay, Sam, but I have to work up the ladder and it's kind of like corporate and it's sort of this way. Like, how am I gonna like do this and that? Well, maybe on that physical level, you can only do so much within the confines of that system. But outside of that, you can generate wealth and prosperity through all sorts of different ways. I mean, I'm fucking selling furniture right now. We literally sold our whole living room because we're moving, we're going into a new home, and we're gonna just, buy new furniture. Like we really hated our couch and, whatever. Long story short, I have been killing it on OfferUp, which is like the most random thing ever. But sometimes it happens that way. Sometimes like it comes in waves, but sometimes it's like you create that abundance for yourself with the mindset that you can. I have the mindset that our furniture is freaking awesome, even though like our dog has destroyed it. And it's selling and it's giving off that vibration, and maybe I'm attracting that in the universe, who knows? But the point is that you guys totally got this. Like if you wanted more of something or you wanted to create a different avenue, different career, maybe you don't like what you do and you're like, I want a small business and I want to do this and that. You can. The doubts and fears still come up, but you don't believe anymore that they're you. Like that's the transition. That's kind of the blockage that we have to clear is the fears and the doubts that they might still happen because you're human, but that doesn't mean that they're you. Remember who you are. You're a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. So just understand that. I feel like 1, you're such a deserving person, group number 2. And then 2, I feel like the only blockage I'm seeing so far is yourself. You're just kind of standing in your own way, and it's your mindset, it's your attitude about how you're going to be able to make things happen. So let's pull some tarot. But one thing is for sure, hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. And then as I say that, the Ace of Pentacles comes out. What? So beautiful. Ace of Pentacles is like, it's the je ne sais quoi of Pentacles. It's literally like, okay, let's talk about opportunity manifesting. Let's talk about wealth. Let's talk about abundance. I mean, raise or promotion is not here for no reason. Congratulations. An increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. So I really do believe that you guys have been divinely guided thus far. So don't have any doubt or lack of courage and certain moves that you need to make coming forward, because these are divinely guided steps that you're being guided to take. This isn't just like you got this idea one day to be super crazy and liberated, or you got this idea to like start a small business. Like it did just happen, although I will give you credit because it probably is all your work, but it's like you have been pushed by spirit to do this. And so you have to believe that spirit has your back. Like they're not going to push you off a cliff and like watch you fall. They're going to push you off a cliff because they know that you have wings and that you can fly. All right. So we have judgment. We have lots of bug imagery, something about bugs or wings. I don't know. Because we have wings, 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 wings. You guys are going to fly. You're going to fly. You're not going to fall. You're not going to fail. And if you're like, okay, well, I don't have some grandiose, extraordinary path that I'm on, that I'm like headed towards, Sam, like, what are you talking about? It could just simply mean that you guys have not unlocked or unleashed your power of manifestation yet. Like, you just truly don't realize how much you can do for yourself by absolutely doing nothing but changing your belief system. So it doesn't have to be like you're going to start a business, or like you're going to, conquer these men in this male dominated industry, but that could be part of it. It could just literally be that you are about to switch the way you think about receiving and abundance coming towards you. Less about a transactional, oh, I must do this to get that, and more of a, I just deserve this type of mentality. And it's going to change your whole year. It's going to change your whole life when you get really good at it. Because, I grew up really poor, and I grew up with parents that were money crunchers. They paycheck to paycheck, constantly stressing about bills and this and that. And I learned way too young, like, the stress of life and bills. And I was an only child, so I was like really exposed to like their stress. Like, I just, took it upon myself to stress with them. Like, at 12 years of age, really just didn't have much of a childhood when it came to finances. And I adopted that mentality. The sky was always falling. The ceiling was always like right there, and there was a glass ceiling. And I never dreamed in a million years that I would be living the way that I do right now. Ever. I actually, that's why I did have those dreams. But to think I could actually obtain them and take the right steps towards them was like so beyond my like mental scope. Like, I had no clue how to start. And I thought naively that it was just this one linear way. Like, oh, I must get into real estate and work up the ladder. And that just turned out to be so false. It's not about what career you have, and it's not even about how good your credit score is. Something tapped me. Okay, so maybe that was spirit. It's like, it's about your belief system. It's just literally, that's it. It's just about believing that you can have everything that your heart desires. And just trust me on this one. Your guides want that for you. Spirit wants that for you. Your angels want that for you. So, they're just waiting on you. They're waiting on you to ask them for help. They're waiting on you to have the courage to take those steps forward. Especially if like this is less about a mental shift and a literal shift. Like, you literally have a path in front of you with a fork in the road, and there is a road that you need to choose. So we have Judgment. Also, how gorgeous is this deck? I follow this girl on TikTok, and she literally just reviews decks, but it's the most cathartic videos ever. She like opens them and just like, I don't know, there's something so sexy about it. I just like love it. All right, we have the King of Wands. So you are not the cowardly lion. You have the courage. You have all the strength within you. You have the confidence to move forward. And you have, like, let's say this is a mental thing. You have the courage and the confidence to believe in yourself and visualize better for yourself. You have some sort of inner demon that's like telling you to, fuck off, or you have some sort of inner demon that's just doubting you every step of the way. Understand that's not you. Those, you are not your thoughts. You're number 2. You're not your thoughts. Okay, so we have the 3 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands, and what was that? The Sun. She's here. She wanted to pop out. She's hello, hi, I am the Sun. Okay, so King of Wands, I really feel like, yes, you guys have all that strength and power within you. It's just a matter of like unleashing it, which is why Archangel Michael is here to say you are powerful. Hello, you are powerful and creative. So yes, I don't know if you guys are Leos, but I'm getting Leo energy here. We also have Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Aries, and Sagittarius, but strongly Leo now that Sun came out again. So 3 of Pentacles here, I mean, hi, like working together with other people, whether that's literally in the 3-dimensional world or in the 5-dimensional reality and plane in which you work with your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels, and you really truly manifest and pray. We have the 6 of Wands, you're headed towards success. You are headed towards that raise or promotion. No matter what is happening with you guys, group number 2, whether it's unrelated to a job, there's an increase coming in your abundance flow and it awaits you and it's yours. So claim it, receive it. And then we have the Sun. You are going to be happy. You know, you are going to be content. I feel like money is not the answer to happiness, but it does make one person happy if it's something they earned and something that they work towards. So let's see what your Moonology says. We have take inspired action. So something, you know, I'm hesitant to like put one defining thing on you guys, group number 2, just because, you know, there's so many different people I'm reading for. I'm trying to like go through all the different scenarios, but for real, group number 2, there really is something calling you to take inspired actions, to step up and lead. We have go wild. Full moon in Leo, new moon in Capricorn, full moon in Virgo. So we got my Cats, we got my Virgos, Taurus. I mean, we have lots of earth and fire energy here, which is like a really magnanimous combination for like a, oof, like a boss. So I feel like full moon in Leo, go wild. I've never seen this card come out. And we have so much Leo energy here. Don't be the cowardly lion. You are courageous. You're fierce. You're strong. You're confident. You have it in the bag. Step up and lead. You guys are a natural born leader. So some of you have been called by spirit to lead. And that's why you're getting this raise and promotion, because you're going to go into an upper echelon of whatever type of management you're in. Or it could even be that you're going to start your own business because people are waiting to, you know, have you tell them what to do. Okay, I'm going to pull some angel numbers for you, group number 2. Ooh, we have 0, 0, 0. You are one with Creator, and there are no limits to what you can achieve. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on Earth. If I am not inspired by y'all, I am so inspired by you guys right now. What are you doing? You have to let me know. Like, what are you creating like a Fortune 1, I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Are you creating like the next like Amazon? What is happening here, my future Jeff Bezos of the world? Like, you guys are what? So cool. And then we have I am confident, so duh. I am confident. I think you guys need to say that with me. I am confident. Number 13. You are a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goal. So optimism coming from that fire and practicality coming from that earth. But that combination, like I said, it's magnanimous, it's deadly. It helps you stay on track as you work steadily towards your goals. Yes. All right, let's pull some self-care and see. Oh. Okay, we have shine. Beautiful. I mean, that's so beautiful. Shine. Don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. Shine brightly. Ah, yes. And I'm sorry. I mean, like, now that I've said Jeff Bezos, I'm like, okay, not necessarily. I mean, some of you, yes, but like some of you guys here are my creatives. You're my actresses and singers and dancers and artists. Like, yeah, don't dim your light. The world needs more of you for sure. Group number 2, what a pleasure it was to do your reading. I really hope that resonated. We are running out of stock of the abundance candles. My best advice is to write what you are trying to manifest on a piece of paper, fold it up, put it underneath, burn the candle. The yellow venturine will help you, and so will the cinnamon, and so will this beautiful gold vessel. Also blinks and lights up. It's gorgeous. So we are running out of stock on that. If you want to shop these candles, they are linked down below. But in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and be kind to one another. I'll see you guys at your next reading. Hello, group number 3, welcome. Okay, hi. So we are going to be talking about your career and abundance and possible blockages that could be getting in the way of your flow of abundance. I'm featuring my abundance manifestation candle in this gorgeous gold vessel. It reminds me of Midas, like everything you touch turns to gold. We have the beautiful yellow aventurine being featured in here as well. And I am running low on this. So if you guys wanted to shop these, that's linked down below. But in the meantime, let's get into it. I have done some of your oracle, not all of it. And I have not pulled your tarot. So let's see what's happening. We have attracting, not chasing. We have freedom. We have yellow jasper. We have hello from heaven. We have outdoors. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. And we have manifestation. Okay, this is really beautiful. Okay, whew, I feel like we can take a breath now. This is so much different than the other energies. None of them were bad. Everything is so positive, but it's like different. It's like for you guys, really the key is to just, let go of your worries, of your grip on things. I think you guys might have some control issues, especially when it comes to manifesting, because it's like you manifested it, you visualized it, you put it out in the universe, but you're like checking up on it like every day. You're like, okay, where is it? Hello, hi, like, don't see it anywhere. And it's like you have a very tight grip on that said thing, and it doesn't allow for the energy to flow through freely. So the freedom really is not just about giving freedom to that said manifestation, but it's also to yourself, because when you have such a tight grip on things, anything, a relationship, a job, a hobby, a person, whatever it is, you're not feeling free yourself. So I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. So releasing yourself from any kind of shackles or any kind of like whatever it is that might possibly be blocking you. Attracting, not chasing. Because when we have a tight grip on something, it easily can translate into a chasing energy. We have expectations. We want that thing. We want it now. And for some reason, with the yin and yang and the chi of the universe, it does not work like that. I mean, we can try our might, but I was just telling group number 2 how my husband and I were house hunting for like 2 months, and we're from California, so we thought it would be really easy being here in Texas, because compared to California, but Austin is booming, Silicon Valley is shifting everything over here, so everyone is moving over here, and it's making everything very competitive. And like we found a couple places that we would have called like our dream home, and we just were like, I want this thing, and it's like we had such a tight grip on it, we didn't get them. And then finally, when we're like, okay, fuck it, whatever the fuck happens, we're putting out in the universe that we believe our dream house is out there, and we have yet to find it. And then we did, and it was awesome. So we now have a home. But like, my point is that we were in a chasing energy, and chasing because we had to. Sometimes we don't even realize we're in a chasing energy. It's like, we have to find a job, we have to pay the bills, we have to do these things. And it's like, I totally get it. We needed to move in a house. I'm 8 months pregnant. Like, I get it, but sometimes it literally is that lesson. It's the lesson from the universe about control issues. You have to let it go. You have to step into a more faithful, attracting energy where you're attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlining chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. I love that. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Yes, because that is manifestation 101. It's not enough to ask for it and visualize it. Once you put it out in the universe, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it flow. You can't just be like, I want this thing. Manifestation here. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. This is one of my favorite cards. And that would be my recommendation for this candle. I would say write down on paper what it is you want, light this beautiful candle up, and put it on top. Today, as I speak, but I don't know if I'll get this video up today, is the perfect day for it because this is all about Jupiter is in alignment with the moon. It is all about manifestation right now. I'm not sure how long that energy will last. Maybe it will last up until tomorrow, which is when I hopefully will get this upload on YouTube. But yes, you know, we have freedom here. We have outdoors. The imagery, to me, the messages coming through are just like, don't take things so seriously. You know, I feel like you guys have had a long kind of episode of being very serious about things that you want to manifest into your life. And it's now, Spirit is saying, you know, listen, free yourself from all that. You know, go outdoors, spend some time in the fresh air, go outside, get some fresh air, connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Hello from heaven. Everything's fine. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of the worries and feel their loving blessings. And then we have even more reassurance from Archangel Michael here. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So, why gratitude? I mean, aside from the obvious, like being grateful for what we have in this present moment when we're trying to ask for things that we don't have. Gratitude because when we manifest and we visualize things that we want in the future, we're really in the future in our heads. And the best way to stay centered is to stay in the present. Now, the best key to staying in the present is to express gratitude because gratitude forces us towards our root chakra, inward, to sit here and to really think about what we have now. And that keeps us here in the present because manifestation is great. It's all fun and games until you're just like living 10 miles down the road and you're not really living in the present moment. So we have the King of Cups. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And look how gorgeous this deck is. I mean, if this is not the most beautiful deck ever. We have the Queen of Wands. The Five of Wands in reverse. One more for group number 3. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Gorgeous. So yes, I feel like you guys have a very deep intuition and knowingness that things will shape out okay. But I think that you guys tend to just be so like, you know, you're just kind of, you're just such dreamers that I feel like you guys really want the best at all times. And so you just really visualize everything that you want. Sometimes you want it more than other things and you have like just a tight grip on it. And for some of you, I'm seeing this abundance we're talking here and it's coming through about love and relationships. You really wanting a relationship or some sort of love to manifest. Some of you just opportunity, career opportunity, more wealth and in prosperity in your life. But one thing that I see for sure is that you guys are really badass and you need to be more confident in your ability to attract things towards you. I think you guys being the King of Cups combination with the Queen of Wands, you have a tough time receiving. You know, you're constantly the doer, you're constantly the one in the physical, at least the 3-dimensional realm, doing things for other people. And because of that energy, you don't know how to like sit back and receive a gift from the universe or from your loved ones in heaven or your ancestors. Like it's foreign to you. And you guys need to release that foreign concept or that feeling of like ickiness when when getting something, a gift, a present, more money, a promotion, because it's coming to you because you deserve it. And you truly do. Ace of Pentacles is beautiful because it's like the I was gonna say the frosting on the cake, the icing on the cake, because it's literally like, okay, listen, group number 3, like you truly are manifesting. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. You are, everything is fine. You are going to be getting all of these gorgeous blessings to come into your life that you want. Whether it's a new job or career. For some reason, for you guys, I'm not getting like very specific notes about your career. Some of you guys might be remote or independent, or you might have your career on lock, and that's not necessarily the concern. The concern could be more like just basic money and abundance and financial things, and maybe you just kind of are like wanting to know what is possibly blocking you. Whereas the other 2 groups, I got like very specific things in regards to their career. So like maybe if this isn't resonating, check out the other 2. But I just feel like you guys are just going to be creating more wealth in your life in general. And with that 5 of Wands in reverse, you're no longer in this like competitive, like stressed out all over the place air, because once you release control and you have freedom from that, it's like once you release control, nothing can control you. Isn't that ironic? It's like nothing can really have its shackles in you. Like you are a free agent. You can go outside and breathe in the fresh air and sing with the birds. I always picture like a musical breaking out, when they like go outside and then like a musical breaks out and then everyone's dancing with them. Like, I don't know. I'm just totally getting that visual. But yeah, we have that 9 of Pentacles here as well. It's like 9 being that solid number. It's all about yourself. It's all about what you've created for yourself. I love the 9 of Pentacles because it's like the 7 of Pentacles is all about that foundation. 8 of Pentacles is putting your head down, putting the work in. And then 9 of Pentacles is like sitting back and receiving, like you did the damn thing. You're successful and you're awesome. And you did it alone. You did it without help, although help is not a bad thing. So let's pull some Moonology Oracle for you. We have first quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurity. Some of you could have Cancer in your chart. We have last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. Okay. So the control issues can stem from the fact that your mind is cluttered with thoughts. You're overthinking. You're constantly going at 100,000,000%. And so like, of course you want to follow up on things. Meditation, definitely. I mean, I feel like that's really good advice, but I also feel like it's advice that people don't take because it's like, it's a very hard practice. And then it's also become overrated in that people are talking about it all the time. But there's some really cool apps. There's an app called Headspace and an app called Calm. Even if it's for 5 minutes, you guys, like just to declutter your mind so that you can sit in energy where you're more in an attracting energy. I think you guys are such doers. I'm really sensing a lot of masculine energy, and I'm not saying I'm sensing masculine energy because you're a male. Energy has nothing to do with gender. It has no gender. What I'm saying is you're a doer, you're a go-getter, you're very independent. If anything, masculine energy is my Miss Independence out there. So it has nothing to do with that, but I need you guys to transition into more of a feminine energy. Rose quartz is actually a really great crystal to work with to kind of access that feminine energy, but it's like receiving and allowing things to like come towards you. But it's like on one hand, you need that balance of like receiving. On the other hand, we have new moon in Aries, go for it. It's like you need both. I think you guys need both just to survive. Like that's just the kind of personality types that you are, but you need to find more of a balance with that. Okay, so let's see what angel numbers pop up for you guys. I cannot make this up. 777, your purpose flows. From within, you and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose. A state of peace and calmness in your soul. I am in the flow. And number 19, I am pioneer. Independence and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. Yeah, like I said, Miss Independence out there and Mr. Independence. You are extremely capable in life and work and aren't afraid to take big risks to achieve the life you desire. I am a pioneer. So big risk, big reward, but also understand that if something doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And clear your mind and you know, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Let's see what self-care we can pull up. I feel like self-care is really essential to the whole manifestation process as well. We have patience. Patience, you guys. It is safe to wait. Oh my gosh, it is safe to wait. Patience, yes. Patience. Safe to wait. Group number 3. Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. I really hope that resonated. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining. If you wanted to shop my line of manifestation candles, that is linked down below. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to one another, and I will see you guys in your next reading.